Evening all, welcome along. It's Friday Night Live, Rev and Peaky show. Peaky's going to be joining me in a little while. He's coming on for about half an hour or so. Shed load of alerts going off. I've just literally logged into the computer and I've got alerts going off left, right and centre. Right, we are off. It is the start of another show. Good evening, everybody. Evening to Andy, evening to Simon Brackett. Simon's here. Good to see you about, Simon. Hope you're on the road to recovery. And the man himself, Mr. Zhead, is in the room as well. He's down there. That's his little message down there. So he is also in the room tonight. That ZX9R of Zheads is coming along very, very well. And it is also Zed's birthday. Happy 50th, buddy. I have a couple of presents. I'm due to get these, if I can manage to get to the post office, to try and get these out. Now, I've got one for Stu, who is known as Zhead, and also one going out to John Diehard McLean. I was at a bike show a couple of weeks ago, and I got a couple of little patches. I've got these, so I've got one for John, I've got one for Zed. Proud to be Scottish. And I'm like, yeah, I've got to get them for the boys. So I shall get them in the post. Dunk, the R6 Monkey, has also said, can I get some stickers? So I will get everything in the post, guys, but bear with, I am exceptionally busy. As you can tell, I was at the garage at 6:30 this morning. I think I rolled out about 7:15, 7:30 tonight, and I've literally sat down, grabbed a quick bite to eat, got the obligatory glass of the red wine in my stainless tumbler, and as you can tell, I've still got black hands. I've washed my hands 4 times. My hands are still black, so been on the spanners most of the day and enjoying it. So yeah, happy birthday also to MT Belly. It was his on Wednesday, so happy birthday, Matt. Condolences, obviously, sorry to hear about what happened, mate. So sending you RB hugs. I did obviously message you on your Facebook, mate, but yeah, condolences on that. Hope the family are all sort of getting over it. Well, you're never going to get over it, but hope the family are sort of perking up a little bit and moving forward, and hope all is good with you guys. So great to obviously see everybody in the stream. We're going to chuck up the StreamYard link on the side. Now, Peaky is babysitting tonight, so he's going to try and get in. StreamYard link is up there, guys. Click the StreamYard link. Come along. We're going to probably be on for about an hour tonight because I have another 6 o'clock start on Saturday. And then Phil is off on holiday for a week. He is off to sunny Devon. Well, hopefully sunny Devon. But means that I am on the spanners on my own. So it's going to be a manic week for me next week. But the best thing, this guy here, I am off to meet him on Sunday. Yes, we are going out together to the Long Itch Cafe. I think it's just the other side of Coventry. So it's about 45 miles from me. It's probably about a little bit more for Peaky because he's obviously got to come down from Wolverhampton. But I did say the last time me and him went out to the Raven Cafe, we had a great day together. We had a really good ride. Cheers, Mucker. We had a really good time together. And I'm not getting bored of Super Sausage, but it's 10 mile down the road, 10 mile home, grab a bacon roll and a couple of hours out. I actually, when I went out with Peaks on the way home, and the missus said to me, I was buzzing all of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. I'd had such a good time. So it's great for my mental health and obviously great for his that we get out and we just do our own thing. We just ride, we chit chat on the cardo, but we have a really good time together. So, yeah, it's going to be good to actually get out. And I don't care if it's pissing down the rain or not. I am coming out. I don't care if I get wet. A couple of other people. German Jobbies is here. Hello, buddy. Good to see you. Expedition on a big fat ass. I can actually swear now. It's an over-ratings disclaimer. If you don't like what you see on the channel, go and watch Missing Dick Flyer or something. I have got a present for Missenden Flyer. I will bring it up later, but I will probably get banned for showing it on the live stream. It's rubber. It's 6 inches long, and it's got a sucker pad on the bottom of it.
You should give it Andy. He's one of Andy's best mates now.
Oh, right. So, well, what I'm going to do next time I see him, I'm going to wait for him to disappear off to have some scran, as he calls it, and I'm going to stick it on his front fairing. Yeah, with a red bob sticker wrapped around it as well.
So, how are we all?
Yeah, good. coughing my guts up today. So
I was going to say, don't get dying on the live, mate. Whatever you do,
no,
send your ratings through the roof. That will.
I've been breathing petrol fumes all day. So yeah. Yeah, but it's Zed's birthday. Happy 50th, Stu. He's not an old fart like some of us. He's still a youngster.
I've still got a fucking few years to go now. 4 years. 4 years from me till I'm 50.
Yeah, I'm nine past it, mate. So yeah, I'm doing well. I'm still standing.
Fair play.
What have you been up to this week, mate? Any all good?
Yeah, no, a lot really. I did a little review. What's that? Is that a fax machine?
No, I've just wound my volume up on. Yeah, right. It's my fan going. It's picking it up again. I've got two videos on the edit, mate, and it's driving the computer. I did we do when people come to buy a bike, we do a little bit of ride training with them. So it's nothing expert. We just take them out, teach them how to ride. And she's probably watching it tonight. Angelina, she bought an LXS, little sports bike. She'd only ever done an hour at a CBT school learning gears. And I'm like, oh, God. She went, no, I've never got it out of second gear. I just did first and second round the car park. And I'm like, oh, crap, this is going to be fun. So I taught her on the car park to just get the bike point, a little bit of just get used to getting that bike point going. And she pulled out the car park. She was good. We went down to the local Milton Keynes Stadium, the Don Stadium, where the footy is. Mm-hmm. And we found a little car park down the back. And I said to her, it's first gear corner, shift down to first, keep your revs on and keep hold of that clutch and just feather your back brake as well. As she come in, she stalled the bike. Shing, over she went.
But it happens. It happens. That's the thing, though. Do you know what I mean?
It was a 0 mile an hour drop. She literally tiny little scuff on the outside right-hand wing mirror. We picked the bike up, started it up. And within 10 minutes, I'd got her doing circles. But I said to her, your circles are so wide because she was just following the front. I said, you look over your shoulder, keep the revs on, feather the clutch, keep the revs on, just feather the clutch nice and slow and use a bit of back brake just to slow you down, control the bike. Within 20 minutes, she'd got it absolutely perfect. So I got back to the garage, off she went, and she rode home. She actually got it up to fourth gear. But I said to her, the thing to do, go out, ride, find a nice bit of dual carriageway, get used to going through the box. But then she was like, oh, but when I let off the throttle, the bike doesn't need any brakes. I said, yeah, it's called engine braking. That's what you need to do. So, yeah, she got the hang of it. But obviously I said, just practice. Find an old car park somewhere and just practice going. You will drop it. You'll drop it all the time. You'll drop it 3 or 4 times in the first week. You'll get used to it.
Or just going to get some, like where Marcus works, or what's his... I can't remember the name of it, but he does like CBT training and all. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, down at Ridewell, yeah,
Ridewell. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
So yeah, just go and get a bit of info. Just go and get a, it's just like anything in life. You've got to practice it. And
she did actually go and learn at the MK Bowl, but they literally gave her an hour. They said, "Oh, you only need an hour to learn the gears." So she actually did her. I said to her, "You need to really book a whole day and just practice gears." That took you out on the road. So. There we are. I thought you do 2 hours minimum road ride. Yeah, but she did. She did it on. She did a whole day, but she did it on a twist and go. She'd never learnt gears, and then she decided she didn't like scooters. She wanted a geared bike, so she went back, and they basically gave her, I think it was an hour's training. So yeah, she's getting on all right. Yeah, look where you want. Yeah, as Matt says, look where you want to go, and the bike will follow. Which is what I'm telling her, because on the camera you can literally see me looking right round behind me. And I'm not even tracking the bike, and that I'm doing the tightest circles. And I said to her, it's a lot harder on a big heavy bike than it is to do it on a little one that weighs 100 kilos. I said, but I had it down to about 2 miles an hour, and there was points where I was like, oh shit, it's gonna go, give it some throttle.
Yeah.
But she did all right. But she said, oh, if you do the video, can you cut out the bit of me dropping it? I said, I won't embarrass you. I won't put that up.
Not yet.
Ponkster's here. Evening, Ponkster. Good to see you. Quick one there. When I changed from my electric, the LXR, I took a whole new CBT on geared. Yeah, you're going to have to. As I said to her, go out and get some more lessons. The easiest thing to do. But she's getting on all right. She's doing well.
I mean, it might sound daft, but like when I went from racing to road riding, so all my race bikes were in race shift. So that's 1 up and 5 down, where obviously
it's the other way around.
no
Yeah.
boxes is still fucking the way around.
Oh,
So
guess who's here? We're going to bring him on the stream. I haven't seen this guy for a while. Back from the he's disappeared now. I was about to invite him on. He's disappeared. He was there and then he's disappeared. I'll bring him back in a second. I don't know where the hell he's gone. Where you gone, Carl? Where you gone?
I might be bringing a couple of lads down with me Sunday. I've sent a few little text messages out just to say, this is what we're doing. Do you fancy coming down? So we might be having a few of us meet up down there. If anybody fancies coming, we'll be down there about, I don't know, 10:30.
Yeah, I should probably get there for about 10:30. So
yeah,
it works out. It's about an hour and a half from where I am. Hour and a half, hour and 45. So if I set
hour
off
45 for me.
Yeah,
it's about the same for me. Hour 45.
Yeah, I'll set off about 8. I'll probably get there sort of quarter to 10ish, 9:30, quarter to 10ish, depending on the roads.
I mean, I'm popping back to see Marcus as well because he's had quite a big operation on his stomach.
Oh
and
God,
he's in fucking tatters, mate. But
here he is. He's here, Mr. Cold Darts.
Hello.
How you doing?
Can you hear me all right? Yeah.
We can hear you perfectly, mate. Probably better than you can with me with the Henry the Hoover going.
No, I had to go off that first time when I heard you go, "Oh, look who's here," and I had to go because I had that echo. I had that echo in. So
yeah, turn the YouTube off, mate.
yeah. So how was everyone?
All good.
We're good. How are you keeping, Carl?
All good.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
I like these little TikToks you're doing in your car.
All right, yeah. Well, yeah. Go on.
That just made me laugh. Honestly, don't turn right, don't turn right, don't turn right. You turned right.
Yeah. That's what they're there for, but people seem to be taking them very seriously. Like,
I'll find you quite funny.
I put one on. I don't know if you've seen it. The one where he does the YouTube, the U-turn on the dual carriageway.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what I said. I haven't watched it. I suppose I should watch it. I can't even remember what I said on it. But I don't know whether I said an illegal manoeuvre or not. But there's people coming on saying it wasn't illegal. You're having a proper right old twine in it, and I'm just sort of like, chill out. I don't right. If it isn't illegal, it isn't illegal. But it's not advisable. That's for sure.
No.
I think one fella I said, it's like it might not be illegal. It's like crossing lanes on a roundabout isn't illegal, but you don't do it, But it's just so I don't know. I might they get us plenty of views. They get you plenty of views. Them type of shorts. And
what the hell's going on here? Hang on. I've just opened the YouTube, sorry.
Well, they get you thousands of views. Some of them, they get you thousands of views. Others, you get like the odd subscriber out of them. But you do get a load of like bollocks. People, know-it-alls answering that. But you see, I've got a fallback on that because I've got I don't need to answer them really because I've got people that follow me that answer it for us.
So that's like
literally I have to hold them back. Yeah, I have to hold them back.
Yeah. You see, on mine, I always turn the volume off on mine because what I'm trying to do is capture some of his interest for him then to look on YouTube then, if that makes sense, rather than me talking about it, just trying to go, he looks like he's all right. He looks like he's going for some nice places. Well, what's his name? Oh, the Peaky boy again. Let's have a look. And then try and do that.
And
shorts are the big thing at the moment.
Yeah, they do. They do get you noticed. They do get you mentioned. They do. it's strange because I think it's how YouTube promote them. Because some of mine get hardly watched, others get thousands of views. And I've noticed that every time one of mine gets over 1,000 views, you usually pick up a couple of subscribers. But like I said, the only problem is you get all the knobs and you get all the dickheads coming up and saying and that.
I've had a lot of hate off of 2 videos because one was the car that came in. The guy came in for an MOT and the car wouldn't start up. His battery was flat, and we obviously need to start, stop. And I said to him, I can boost it. I haven't got time to fit a battery. Do you know what? I said, tell you what, shoot off, get yourself a battery fitted at Halford's, and pop it back for the MOT, and we'll move you on 1 hour. We'll get the next car in early and get yours in after this car. He went off to Halford's, had his battery fitted, and it came back into us. And Phil said to me, he went, come and have a look at this battery. And the guy had literally couldn't undo the battery terminal. So it's basically a 10 mil into a nylock nut at the back. They couldn't get it undone. He'd obviously gone out with his socket and it's just turning the nylock on the back. So he'd got a screwdriver under it, got the battery out, changed the battery, but literally just rested it in the battery tray. So this battery's flapping around, and I went, oh, videoed it, and I went, oh, just had a battery fitted by Alfred's. Look at this. That's an MOT advisory, insecure battery. It wasn't likely to fall out, but it was an insecure battery. It's an advisory. And I put it up and tagged Halford's in it. Oh, God, I've had court letters. I've had solicitors' letters saying, you've tagged Halford's in. Yeah, it's got Halford's across the top of the battery. But, what's to say that the customer's not fitted it himself? I said, and I basically replied and said, the customer's given me the receipt. You've charged him £15 for fitting. Get out of that one. I'm leaving it up. And they basically not replied now. They've pulled it, but they were going to take me to court over that video. It's had 570,000 views. And the hate that I've got off of that, Halford's only employs like idiots, or, I'm a full-time mechanic at Halford's. I wouldn't do that. Well, you obviously didn't fit the battery, mate, did you? And then
I bet you got some subs off it though as well, Lord.
I got loads of subs. I'm at nearly 2,000 subscribers on TikTok. And then the other ones we've had are all like just literally silly ones that we've done that are so stupid, and people go, really? And it's like, yeah. So, but the Super Sausage ones are doing good. Exeter's here as well. Evening Exeter. Let's just roll through some of these measures. I'll stop doing them for a reason. Work for me. He's all good.
You got to watch his video of him doing his bleeps.
Mate.
I was fucking crying with that. There's one bloke in a salmon shirt just stood like that, right in the middle of the shot. You can see him going, fucking what the fuck. Just made me laugh, man. Whenever he just made me laugh because you could just see Steve in the back as if to go, mate, what the fuck are you doing? You're still right in front of my camera. Oh yeah, there's a big salmon shirt, big salmon belly. Stood there.
Someone actually messaged me today and he said, have you seen Simon GTR's new video? I go off to get a springy thing fitted. And I went, yeah, his suspension went. Yeah. Is that Kermit? Is that Rhythmic Biker's bike? And I went, yeah. Oh, why is it missing all the fairing panels? And I went, wait for the video. It's coming up. It's actually on tonight. Don't park your bike on a on a paddock stand. Yeah. He dropped the ZZR. I was like, oh, God. New fairing.
Mong.
Yeah.
If you're going to put paddock stands on your bike, make sure you've got your front and back done. No, just to the back because it ain't secure enough. It is secure, but it ain't secure enough.
You see, the thing is, we do a tyre change in the garage. We'll put it on the ramp, strap the front end with 4 straps, and then lift the back end with a paddock. And the easiest thing for me, I've got one of these ABBA stands. Just roll it under the bike, pick it up. You can pick the entire bike up on the ABBA stand and wheel the bike around. I love this ABBA stand. It's an amazing bit of kit. Wouldn't pick up a GS probably, but I'll pick everything else up.
You always have to have your wheel. Yeah, with a paddock stand with just one on the back. You always have to have your front wheel, the angle to the left, or to
That's
whichever
it.
side you're loading it on, have that wheel angled that way so as it falls that way.
Exactly, but lesson learned. Quick one. Dying Breed's here. Hello, Dying Breed. Hello, YouTube from the USA. Evening, buddy. Good to see you. I tell you what. Since I announced that we were changing the channel, Peaky's only on for a little while because we were going to call it the Peaky Rev Show, but it sounded like a dodgy vicar. So we changed it to the Rev Peaky Show. Normally we get about between 12 and 15 people watching. I've just looked at the view count tonight. We've got 21 on tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, Peaky Biker, go follow Peaky Biker. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to open something else up because I can't get I've been trying like mad and I can't get the comments up there on this screen. So I'm gonna have to open something else up for the comments.
What you'll have to do is open your YouTube up on a separate page. Are you on a laptop?
No, I'm on an iPad.
Yeah, if you open up YouTube in a separate screen, but mute your YouTube.
No, you're looking at somebody that gets confused putting a plug in.
Peaky, good to see you with a t-shirt.
Bit of self-promotion.
Oh, yeah, Zed said, does everyone have cotton reels on their swing arms? Yes, I have on mine, yeah. Yeah, you can't beat them.
Must.
I've got an ampersand, but every time I use it, I have to call SOS, and it's my... There's always one, isn't there?
Yeah.
Boom. Just watch the tumbleweeds go past. I dread to think how long you have my bike on stands after the bearings disintegrated all over your oh yeah, of course that's Vincent. Yeah, believe it or not, Vincent, we had it on the main stand with the front end strapped down and the back wheel out. So yeah, yours was easy because it was just back wheel out. So yeah, if you haven't seen Vincent's video, his is the Sinis Terrain, and it basically it completely disintegrated the back wheel bearings on that. It's the first time I've seen a Sinis actually destroy the cush gear bearing. I thought the wheel bearings had gone, but it wasn't. It was the actual cush gear bearing, and that's what was making the bike grind at the back end. But it's all good now. It's riding well, and he does a lot of miles on that one. So yeah, he did all right. And he's obviously his Lex Moto that he had, his LXR, when he got knocked off by the idiot car driver that didn't even see him coming round the roundabout. He's finally got settled on that. The one thing is obviously if you have insurance, they normally do accident protection. Nice bit of odd goblin there. Yeah. The thing is, obviously, accident lawyers, so they've got Smidsy and all the other ones. If you have an accident and you want to go through a solicitor, contact McCams. McCams in the insurance industry are known as bastards. It may take them a time, but they have a 94% success rate in getting claims out of customers or claims out of people that have caused accidents. So Vincent got settled. I think his was about a year and a half. They jumped all over it and he got the full whack out of it. Quick one from Exeter. What's it like getting Sinis parts, RB? Believe it or not, I actually have contacts in Sinis. So if you do get stuck for Sinis parts, message me. I'll give you the phone number of the guy that I actually deal with at Sinis HQ in the parts department. I ordered Vincent's bearings on a Tuesday. I got them by a Thursday on Express Post. And they were back in the bike on Friday afternoon. So, yeah, it didn't take us long. It was just getting hold of those, finding out, because obviously one of the bearings was out of stock. But we managed to source. I got the part number off of Sinis and he went, just go on any bearing supplier. This is the part number. We went on and just ordered the bearings straight off of Larson's. So it worked quite well for us. It's when you see the repair bill. Yeah. First time I was afraid. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's it with all this bloody music? I'd say finally tell me things. I appreciate your review. Yeah. They're quite well stocked. They are actually. Sinis are very, very good. I actually had, I've done about 6 MOTs today, and the guy booked in a Royal Enfield Himalayan. I'm thinking, oh, it's a 125. It wasn't. It was a 400. nice bit of kit. And I went, Jesus Christ, it's a bit muddy underneath. And he went, yeah, I only ever go green laning on it. What's it like? He said, it's perfect. It's nice and light. It's 400cc, does the job. He said, I did have bigger bikes, obviously GSs and that. He said, but the Himalayan, just going up country lanes and in the mud, does the job. It's got enough power to get yourself out of trouble, and it's nice and light for sort of throwing it around in the corners. So yeah, can't always charge £200 the initial hours chat. Yeah, McCams don't. Oh, we lost Carl. Yeah, when it happened, it would.
Thing is, most of these solicitors, if you do that no win no fee, you do 25% anyway. So it's all about the same amount of money anyway.
Arby should be paying us for the comedy. Yeah, all bearings got the codes laser etched inside the industry standard. All bearings brands use the same codes. Yeah, they do. We found that out. Yeah,
man.
A lot of the car parts, when you go to sort of the Ford main dealer and you say to them, oh, can I get this part number? They will not give you the part number. No, sorry, it's a Ford number. We won't, because they know you're going to go aftermarket and source the part from like your local motor Euro car parts. So they won't do it for you. He's back.
Well, that's what I'm doing on these.
Open up another channel, he says. Put up another page, he says.
I'm doing that for that BM because next time it goes in for service, it needs pads and discs. So I'm actually gonna do that myself. I think I'll send it in with them, have it serviced, and then do the pads and my disc myself.
Yeah, don't blame you.
Just keep the fucking cost down.
Very good couple of companies around the UK for getting parts. One of them's Larson's. They're based in Corby in Northampton. We use them for trade, but I believe the public, if you open an account with them, you can get a semi sort of public trade account with them. So they're called Larson. Another good one is obviously Fowler's out of Bristol. Fowler's are very good for parts.
Funnily enough, I know a mechanic who can order my stuff for me.
Yeah. If you need anything, let me know and I'll get you trade on it, mate.
So,
yeah. Currently, oh bloody hell, we've still got 20 people watching. As always, I scour the pages of MCN. There is crap on there tonight. Yeah. New phone holder that's guaranteed to hold your phone, and you can have it in the horrible. Yeah, I don't want to know about. Put your bloody phone in your pocket. Use your Cardo and use your sat nav. Yeah. Good on you, Peaky. It's quite easy. Oiling pads and discs saves a few quid.
It doesn't for BMW.
Yeah. The one thing that and it's a shame Rhythmic isn't here because I could rib him really bad about this. Let me go into share a screen. We've known this. Most of us have known this for the last 6 months. The roads go from bad to worse as pothole problem persists. Really? It's the highest number of potholes in 5 years since the start of the RAC dealing with all the breakdowns. The statistics show that there's been road budget cuts. These lead to water getting in cracks and potholes opening. Yeah, we knew that. What can we do about it? Despite budget cuts, you can go to particular council websites and report a pothole. Yeah, report it. They come round, put a little bit of paint round it, and you got to wait another bloody 6 months for them to go and sort the issue out. So, yeah, stupid.
Yeah, it's ain't good. It's just as bad round here, to be honest, mate. It's
absolutely dire up here.
Where do you call? Whereabouts are you?
Cumbria. So if you can think of
couple of hours from
yeah, where you came up, didn't you? No, I'm in Whitehaven, and I'm sort of like I'm on the coast, so I'm between the Irish Sea and the Lake District. So
and Ponksfish just said councils are not paying out if you have an off. Yeah, Jobbies, they're trying to legalise potholes. The thing is, obviously, I've started doing a little bit further afield now, and obviously having rides with Peaks. What I'm looking to do probably end of September or beginning of October is to get out and have a weekend out where I just chuck my tent on the bike. What we might do is actually get out and probably come up to you, Carl, just pitch the tent for a night and just have a ride out with you the following morning. Yeah.
Yeah, we can. There's some great places up here to go.
Yeah.
So.
And now obviously Peaky's got his jet boil. I told you they were a great little bit of kit. Get yourself a jet boil,
mate. Honestly, I'll tell you the other wicked thing is anybody who does any camping, air tents.
Yeah,
air tents. Fucking mate, I was set up. Mate. Literally everything set up, ready to go within 15 minutes. Bed set up. You know, me riding gear off, tracky bottoms on, everything. Everything. I was done and dusted. 15 minutes.
Easy up. Evening, Andy.
How you doing, Andy? All right.
Andy, how's it going?
Yeah, hello, Andy's the only one in the biker fraternity that does not do camping. Ponkster does wild bag camping, Peaky camps, I camp. And Zoe's just said, my next door neighbour, Zoe, is watching the YouTube. She went, "Hello, my beardy love." Oh, Peaky was chatting to her on my phone over the fence, and she's like, "Hello." Quick one. All round it, yeah.
No wrong with camping, Andy. You don't need any of that fancy stuff all these lot take. You just take your tent, your sleeping bag, and copious amounts of alcohol, and you're set for the night.
Just need a room key and a minibar. None of that rubbish.
Yeah, and the only hotel.
Forget about the tents, even just alcohol, loads of it.
Slow riders here as well. Evening, slow rider. Yeah, Spicy suggested to Yuffie, use your fucking eyes. Yeah, his TikTok's gone mad with that. It's been shared by everybody. Use your fucking eyes. Yeah.
I'm gonna bin bag. Fucking hell.
Rum in a bin bag. Exactly. Yeah, Ponkster's got it so right. If you want to see camping done properly, go and look at some of the Ponkster's videos. He tells you all about what you need, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. Don't put your tent in a low area where it's going to flood and you find you've bedded down in the local stream.
Well,
Been there, done that.
You can't really go wrong when you used to do it in a bloody thicket, in a thistle bush with a poncho as a bivouac, and you know all about that. Yeah, you can't. A tent and a sleeping bag's a good thing.
Yeah, a lot of people. You get some. It's like the Motorrev guys. They go, "Oh, I've got my air mattress," and I'm like, "Really?" I just packed my military sleeping bag, and it's like the glowworm one. You just literally your head stuck out. Yeah, I've got one of those, but I've got me nice tent where I can actually park the bike. But I use that to do all my admin, so I could cook up in it. I put all my kit in there and dry stuff off in there. Believe it or not, if you put your jet boil on full heat, within about 10 minutes, you've got a nice hot tent. And I always take a spare canister anyway. So jet boil.
I find turning the thermostat up on the wall helps.
You're just posh, Andy.
See, I don't know whether you Pongos used to do it like, but because whenever I watch anything, they always have tents now. But when we used to do it, I don't know whether this was just a marine thing. We used to have to bivouac in our ponchos. We used our ponchos to make a tent out of. And
that's all we used. Your shell scrape tent. A roll mat.
Yeah. So you'd use one. Your mate's poncho would be. Yeah, your mate's poncho would be your bloody lining, your bottom lining.
Your ground sheet.
Your poncho would be made into the tent bit of it to keep the rain off.
Yeah. I understand. Every country has a hotel, so why bother?
Andy used to have to shit in plastic bags.
When they stormed the Normandy beaches, they didn't fuck around with tents. What they done was they went and just kicked the door into the nearest hotel and slept there.
Yeah. Pissing piss bottles and fucking shitting plastic bags and carrying it around with you.
Plastic bags,
stick it in your backpack, yeah. And if you were clever enough, you waited till someone was asleep and put your shit in their sleeping bag. Put your shit in their backpack.
See, when I was section commander, what we used to do is, if somebody fucked up, then I'd have the shit bergen. So everybody's shitting in that one bergen, And mate, and you'll see how much people start switching on to fucking what they're doing then.
Oh, yeah, a quick one is Andy, was you ex-RAF regiment?
Regiment.
Yeah, he was a fucking crab.
He's wearing blue, are you? So yeah.
RAF regiment were the best of the bunch, weren't they? RAF regiment
but
were all right.
what always got me is like the RAF badge. It looks like a fucking target for the missiles, doesn't it? Get a red one. It's right in the middle. Red strike, 10 points.
We do not but call them. But as soon as you pin down, where's the air assets?
Yeah.
You're getting dropped off in Northern Ireland. You're like, where's the fucking door gunner? Where's the door gunner?
Yeah, but the Americans changed their flag when they went out to Afghanistan. It was called blue on blue.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh.
Yeah, what's the easiest? What was it? One of the English guys actually said. He said, "Do you know the easy?" He said, "If you're serving in Afghanistan," he said, "the easiest way to not get shot by an American is put a fucking turban on." He said, "Because they're guaranteed to hit the wrong fucking target every time."
Put on Biker 360 UK comment.
Hold on, what is he? There we are. RF regiment. Those barriers won't lift themselves. Oh fucking hell!
See you later, Zed. See
you later, Zed. Gus says, evening all. I'm in the pub for an evening with my beautiful wife. I'm watching this chat. Don't swear. He's in the pub. Hi, German Jobbies. How you doing, mate? Yeah, you romantic bastard. Yeah, about to say it's understanding wife. Yeah, mine's downstairs, probably watching the telly with the next door neighbour, who I shall be jumping in the hot tub with later. Not the wife.
Zed's to read the book that I gave him for his birthday.
Oh yes, yeah, Zed, yeah, read the book, yeah.
The book I sent him for his birthday was 52 Things to Do While You're Having a Poo.
Oh Jesus H, great. Right, I need a top up of wine. Peaks, take over the show, buddy.
Have you has anybody heard any more tinklings about this fucking new 2023 BMW coming out?
It's out next month. I think it's the 16th of September it's out, and then the GS Adventure should be out June the year after that.
Because this is only like the normal BMA. It's only Adventure.
Like brand new bike, the first year anyway. It'll have too many glitches. You're better off buying one next year.
Yeah, man.
Aaron's put his GS up for sale now.
Well, I was.
He's just bought a K1600 GLT.
Who's that?
Darren Spears.
Darren Spears.
Really? No.
Yeah, he's just bought K1600.
Yeah. I know. I spoke to Teapot one a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying he's already put a deposit down on the new BMW. He's having something like he did say the chassis number, and he was like, "This is like the 4th in the country." So I was like, "Fucking fair play to you. Haven't read it. You haven't rode the bike or nothing." Huh?
He'll be in the garage more times than he rides it.
Well, I just say about mate, if you swap your bike, you have this new one, and you don't like it, what are you gonna do? You're stuck with your fucking 3 years.
Stuck in it.
Yeah. Surely you've got to ride it first. I won't put a deposit down on a bike that I've never ridden.
No, I'm going to wait. I mean, the GS will give you the new GS will give you an idea what the GSA is going to be like. The GSA is going to be a 1400, not a 1300. And I'll make up my mind when I see the new one what I'm going to do.
Because, like I say, I know that none of the panniers are interchangeable because they go into them Vario panniers, but extend out in and out. I know the top box are the same. Neither the top box has gone to like an oval top box by the looks of it.
What I've got for now, then. And then
like I say, for me, you know what I've heard is you buy the bike and then all like your crash protection, your auxiliary lights, and all that lot's extra. I think that's just a bit of a piss take.
The GSs have Vario panniers anyway. They're not set up for metal boxes.
No.
GSA are set up for metal boxes. So you're going to have to wait till a GSA comes out to find out what is interchangeable.
Yeah.
Exactly. Top chat crew. Yeah.
Yeah.
240
Let me read that one. Let me read that one. Because, do you mean top chat crew, Peaky, Rev, GSA Tractor, Carl Dutz, or do you mean top chat crew, Peaky, Rev, GSA Tractor, and Carl Dutz?
Believe it or not, this is the highest view count I've had in ages. So yeah, believe it or not, let me check my channel content, refresh the channel content. We are still, let's have a look. We're still green. Yeah.
I'm sure we could fuck that up for you.
I'm sure I said the fuck's in there earlier.
And she just said, "Stop coughing." And I'm like, "I've got me wine, so don't worry, Zoe." Zoe is still watching, so she's just that. It's that ginger beer that does it for her.
It's more fucking grey than there is ginger.
Whoa, Phil Collins, calm yourself fucking down, you. Calm yourself down.
I can hear that big tonight.
Has my paint guy done the new replacement top box cover yet? Zoe's just messaged again. She's messaging me on WhatsApp. More beard, please. More beard. Jesus Christ. No, don't get the tattoo. She'll go mad, mate. She'll go mad. Crazy Dad Bikers Missus is here. How have you not been demonetized yet? I know. Believe it or not, I don't give a rat. The Friday night is about us guys just getting here, blowing off some steam.
He gives up the 15p he earns on a Friday night.
Yeah, 15p I'll probably earn off of this. So it's about the boys getting together, having a beer, shooting the shit, blowing off some steam, ready for the weekend. So if I go red and I don't earn off it, I don't give a fuck. Really don't give a fuck about it. But yeah, all good. Evening, Crazy Dad Biker, though. So yeah, Jay's about. Another quick one. Where did I put that bloody? Oh, there it is. I found it. Another one to go on the jacket. We were at me and Andy were at the. It wasn't the beer barrel bikers. It was the barrel bikers. Someone mentioned it. He went. Andy's called it the beer barrel bikers. No, we're called the barrel bikers.
We were drinking beer, so it was beer barrel bikers.
I found one of them. I've got my veterans badge. And while we were there, I said, I've got a lot of military mates. I said, but one of my mates has just done 4,500 miles around the UK. She went, that wouldn't be Peaky Biker, would it? And I went, yeah. And she went, yeah, we've been following him for absolutely ages. She said, he done an amazing job for Scotty's Little Soldiers. And I went, yeah. I said, I rode with him about 2 weeks ago. And she went, yeah. If you ever see him, tell him he's an amazing character and really well done. And that was from the Veterans Association, the Army Veterans Association. So yeah, I'm passing that on for you, mate. Yeah,
thank you.
They've already watched all your videos and they follow you on YouTube as well.
Means a lot. Means a lot. That does, man. Honestly, because like you say, you know, I think the hardest point of it was obviously being on your own for such a long period of time.
Hotels and 15-year-old single moat, mate. You keep your cheap ass bottle of wine and fucking tent.
I'll tell you what, Zoe from next door, she's quite happy to share my red wine as long as she's got a little bit of beard to watch on a Friday night. That's the only reason she gets in the tub. So she's like, looks at me and thinks, oh, it's not Peaky, but it's near enough.
Okay, now. Different standards there, kid. Different standards.
She's got a finish colouring your beard on screen.
She's probably taking photos, yeah.
It's when you can put it in a little ponytail. That's what you want it to.
You need to put some
bloody top knot next.
Something I'm going to.
Quick one. What's the best program to edit the Insta360 footage?
You can only use the Insta360 program, and then once you've edited that, use your normal software to edit it after you've edited. I spent, because I've been meaning to get around to putting up the last few days of our trip, and it took me 4 hours this afternoon using the Insta software to edit the last sort of 5 segments to put together.
Peaky sounds like a challenge. Here we go. Quick one. It's so right. I extract it in Insta software and edit down in DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, everybody uses
you can
their
put
own.
it down, you could.
Some
I'll tell
people
you
have
what
got
you can put it down
DaVinci.
straight into is DaVinci Resolve. You can put it straight into it, so you could. So it's there. So if you use like I do, I use Filmora. What you have to do is edit it, then bring it up, then bring it, save it to your computer, then bring it across to Filmora, and then use it in Filmora as an already edited video, if that makes sense. Where with DaVinci, you can do it all in one working code.
Oh, Zoe's just said, had Beardy turned up a week back, I would have had a picture with him when he come down to Super Sausage. Yes, you would have. But yeah, me and him are out on Sunday, so yeah, we'll WhatsApp call you or something. You can meet up. But I'm sure I'll get Peaky to come down to my place one day.
Yeah.
I'm back to work Sunday. So.
Come. We'll have to come down. You have to have a barbecue at mine, mate. Come and spend the day down here. Meet the missus, because you ain't met Mel yet. So
no, 100%, man.
Yeah. Which
bring
software does everybody use for their normal stuff? So I'm on Filmora again. Wondershare Filmora, same as Peaky. It's probably one of the easiest programs to use, and obviously Andy and Peaky both said, "Oh, your videos are shooting in 1060p. You need to update to the 4K." So I shoot on the GoPro in 4K, edit into Filmora, but instead of taking me, I think, about 40 minutes normally to do a 1060, it takes me 2.5 hours, and you can hear this thing whirring in the background. I'm editing 2 videos at the moment, and it once you start editing in 4K, it uses all your processor room as well. So it's going.
Yeah, but the difference is, mate, when it's on as a viewer looking and watching it.
Zoe, calm down, loves. Calm down. Peaky thinks he's going to get jumped.
Thinks. Oh, fuck you know. No, but the thing is, when you're watching it, especially on a big telly or on a telly, you can see the difference between a 1080p and like a 2.7K, for example. You know what I mean? Because that's all I shoot. On my GoPro 10, looking back at me, I only shoot in 2.7K. And then when I upload it, I put it all into 4K. But all I'm saying is, from a visual side of it, when you're looking at that at 4K, it's a lot crisper.
It's so clear, isn't it? Yeah.
Anything we need to do now is sort your audio out.
Sort the bloody audio out, yeah.
Well, like I say, when we give, one of the days I'll come down and we'll sit on Filmora and we'll go through the equalizer and I'll set your graphic equalizer up as a custom.
Yeah, so that's the one thing I've got to start doing now. Just look at dropping out certain parts of it. But I'm literally just bashing up so many videos at the moment. I ain't got time to sit here and fiddle around.
You are, mate. But at the same time, once it's done, it's done. If that makes sense.
Can you please get Peaky to say Bourbon biscuit?
Bourbon biscuits.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, it's just easier. I tried using DaVinci Resolve, and for me, I just couldn't get, after working Filmora, I just couldn't get my head around it, honestly. Yeah. But what I would say is, if you're starting off, try and start off on something like, if you're going to stop on it, I'd use Filmora. If you're going to look at changing software soon, then I'd look at something like DaVinci Resolve straight off the bat. Because once you realise and you work out your editing process and your plan, then there's a lot more features on DaVinci Resolve than there is on Filmora, especially stuff like editing software, the colour grading software. It's a lot. You can fine tune literally every single frame if you wanted to, but all this Filmora is, it's a bit more easier and probably user friendly compared to DaVinci Resolve. But looking back, I'm glad I used Filmora, but now I wish I'd have gone to somewhere like DaVinci Resolve because there are a lot more functionalities with it. Yeah,
I did a little video beginning of this week where we took out the new Generation 2 Cypher. And I've had, at least 120 messages, because I did say on the video, Lexmoto don't allow me to show how to unrestrict the bike. So if you're watching the live, because I said to him, I've messaged them all back and said, watch the live stream on a Friday. I will tell you how to do it. So if you own the Generation 2 Cypher, which is the electric one from Lexmoto, it's released in, I think it's called the Sonico in America and other countries, but Lexmoto market it as a Cypher. Generation 1, twist the throttle, hold the brake, turn the ignition on for 5 seconds, release, the bike unrestricts. To restrict it back to 30 mile an hour, twist the throttle, hold the front brake, turn it on for 5 seconds, puts it back. Believe it or not, they've changed it. Yes. Twist the throttle, hold the front brake, turn the ignition on, and hold for 10 seconds. They've upped it by 5 seconds. That is how to unrestrict the Generation 2 Cypher. Just hold the throttle and the brake. So full throttle, front brake on, turn the ignition, hold for full 10 seconds. Little red bike light with a spanner will show up in the bottom right-hand side. Count to 10, nice and slow, release, job done. That is how to unrestrict the Cypher 2. So 5 seconds longer, guys. You know now. Oh, he's showing off his tattoos for me now. Yes, he is, Zoe.
I can't do anything.
Bloody neighbours, yeah.
Go on. What was you saying, Con?
You get up here, Andy.
Sorry, mate, missed that.
I said, definitely give us a shout when you get up here, like.
I've been looking. We're going to try and head and stay somewhere around Whitehaven. It all depends on the weather. We want to come up for probably 4 nights, 5 nights.
Yeah.
So we're waiting closer to the time before we book something. Because if the weather's poo, we're heading across the channel. But yeah, we're just waiting to see what we're doing.
Yeah, 10th of September actually is a Sunday. So that'd be quite good to actually get out. Probably go up Saturday night, camp overnight, and meet Carl on Sunday.
When's that?
We can't get up until Sunday, but
10th of September.
10th of September is a Sunday.
I'm out with the Motor Rev lads that weekend.
Oh bugger! Right, we'll sort it out for another one.
I'm nights on the Sunday, but I'm off on Saturday.
Where the Motor Rev guys heading on that Sunday?
Them out the weekend. I'm sure it's
They usually do Wales, don't they?
yeah. I can't remember.
Milvrenny or something they call it.
Valley.
Oh, for God's sake!
Aylen Valley. That's where they are.
Just to keep the neighbour happy. Hang on a minute. Solo layout. Right. Let's put peaks up on the main screen. Show all the tats off, mate. Do it slow.
No.
Go on, do it again. Go on, show the tats. She's like, show those tats.
No.
Go on, mate.
No.
Screen is yours.
No.
You're off that Mona.
I'm only sitting here.
Yeah. Do the arms again. Go on, give her a good shot of the arms. Rafi, that's the boy. There we go. There's all the tats.
That's it. I do no more.
That's all you get.
Can I open my eyes now?
I drunk enough to get my top off yet.
Yeah, it's lucky she's getting in the tub, otherwise she would be sat in a wet patch.
Yeah.
Brumtown Rider, put the guns away, Peaky. They ain't 7.62 millimeter, mate.
50 cal these bad
boys. Yeah, they're 50 cal green tip rounds. Peaky knows what I mean by green tip rounds.
Well, but going back to Sunday, I think Brumtown Road coming down with me on Sunday. So we're going to meet up here and then head down to the Long. Is it the Long Itch Diner? Long Itch
Diner, mate. Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, for us, obviously, we don't want to hit the M6 or the M1. So I'm gonna plan a route and then I'm gonna send it over to him probably tomorrow, and then I'll let him know. We'll just meet up somewhere. I don't know. Could even meet up at my house or Canucks or M54s. I don't know. I don't know where yet, but by the sounds of it, he's going to come down. So yeah. Well, if anybody wants to meet us there, we'll be there about 10:30.
Right. Let me just. I'm just going to share the page up actually because I've just I found their Facebook page. So up to Facebook. There we go. Longitch looks better than a super sausage breakfast. That looks pretty darn good. Bike night. They do a bike night there. Oh, there we go. chicken and chips in a basket. Loads of people commenting. Nice little memorial chair, bike night. So there we go. Nice little cafe, plenty of parking, bit of grass to sit out on. That's good, as long as it's not raining. They've got a 5-star food hut. Oh, there we go. The old chili dog, the burger, the brekkie. Even do ice cream. There we go. Waffles, Easter egg hunts.
There's enough waffling on here.
Yeah, enough waffling, but yeah, it looks a nice little cafe. Plenty of bikers there. Obviously not as big as Super Sausage, but new flooring going in. Chili dog. So yeah, the food looks pretty darn good there. Longitch Diner, happy birthday. Yeah, so pretty darn good. So yeah, looking forward to getting out with Peaky on that one. That's good. Oh, the man himself is here live from the States. Hell's on Two Wheels is in the room. Evening, buddy. Good to see you. We've had Hell's mate that's been in quite a few times. He's been over the last couple of weeks. H2R Performance. Suspension Technologies. He's been on the stream a couple of times from America, so it was good to have him in. And he's obviously very, very good friends with Hell's on Two Wheels, because Hell's obviously promotes all the Harley suspension technologies as well. So, quitting from German. Beg your pardon, my friend Agus, but I owe you a coffee at the Carbiff now. Like, yeah. Hey, Rev. Yeah, good to see you, buddy. And if you do, anybody wants to jump in on the StreamYard link, come and meet the fantastic foursome, as they say. StreamYard link is up on the side. And as he says, bring a flask if it's Carbiff. But it's going well tonight. We've still got 20 people watching, so 19, 20 people watching. So it's a lot busier than it normally is, and we'll probably get a lot more people on the reruns. People wanting to hear what the neighbours saying to Peaky. He's got a very good shade of red over there.
I'm fucking boiling. That's why. Enough to do. Mate, I'll get embarrassed.
Yeah, but saying she only goes for beardy men, so Andy's been blown out, unfortunately.
Good.
Yeah.
What?
Or a hipster flask. Yeah, exactly. Hipster flask is a good one. Oh, she's still messaging. He loves it.
I usually use a soup flask when I go out and put some like rum and coke in there and use a soup flask, because it's just the right amount. And then you got like a good night's worth. Carl, I'll shut up. Yeah, you're getting a word in edgeways.
I'll tell you what. Your last Whitehaven post was quite good, but it's a lot of your scenery stuff is really, really good, where you're just going out and just shooting stuff. It's like really good.
Andy, yes, you needed to go on.
No, I'm right.
You what?
Go on, Cole.
Matt's off. Both grandsons stopping. Have a good weekend, Matt. Good to see you, buddy.
And he needs to do some more of his falling off the bike videos, I think.
Yeah.
I managed to keep it upright this week. I was well impressed.
Mate, that was like the slowest fall in the world.
Hell's just said, just chilling. Got to get this weekend.
Like when the floor's not there, the floor's just not there, is it? You go and put your foot down with your little legs, and if the floor's not underneath you, the time the bike gets to a certain angle, you've had it.
It was like, you know, when a kid sits on a chair and his feet just dangle.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, DJ's just said, upload it, Andy. Let's all see you come off.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. Because Andy actually came into the garage literally just after he'd done it. He was like, "Oh," I said, "Well, cup of coffee." Yeah, drop the bite. I was like, "Oh, for crying out loud!" Stupid lorry. It weren't the lorry driver. There was room to get the bloody car. It was a stupid woman in the car in front.
That shit happens. The main thing is, no one got I didn't hit the fucking car.
Yeah.
No damage.
It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse. Yeah.
Quick thinking on my part. Bike in ditch or back of a BMW. Bike in ditch.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse anyway.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I did
gee.
I did a video yesterday. I'm just editing it now, but a 2-year review of the bike, the good bits and the bad bits. So that'll probably finish that off tomorrow and post it up on Sunday. But yeah, Rev, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Put it this way: her daughter's upstairs and she's rubbing the TV screen, kissing me, and stroking your beard. And she's only one, bless her.
Oh, right. I thought she was going to say like 18 or something. But
No, she's only one, mate.
She said she was 18, you'd be down Rev's house quick and bloody blink.
Like the scarecrow in Wurzel Gummidge, you fall off the bike over balancing. Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, the thing is, once you pass that point, there's no
they're just too heavy to hold up. And it, when it went over in Austria, when that's fully loaded and you've got a pillion on the back, 3 people ain't holding that fucker up.
Yeah. Or try asking me how to drop your bike in Super Sausage without moving.
Well, it's so easy to do, and they always say there's only 2 types of bikes: bikes that are fell over and bikes that are still to fall over.
Yeah, still to fall over.
Go over,
mate. I mean, like I say,
when how easy it was to pick up for such a big bike. To be fair,
mate, when I pulled up, I was down on the South Coast somewhere when I did the Scottish Little Soldiers Challenge. I was down there, pulled up, sat there, undid my helmet, took my gloves off. Thought I put my side stand down, hadn't, fucking went over. I was just fucking lying there. So there's nobody about. So I ended up having to take the panniers off, take my back box off, take everything off, lift it up. Then I'd lifted it up the wrong side. So I had to pull it up, get to the pivot point, walk round the bike, put the stand down, put everything back on. Mate, it was just a fucking ball ache, honestly. It really was. And then the second time, I was fortunate enough that I put the side stand down on this gravel car park on this. It just fucking went in because of the weight of the bike and everything on the back. It just went in and the bike just went over. And luckily enough, a bloke come out to give me an hand. But me and him couldn't pick it up together. His son come out. He was about, 15, 16. And between the 3 of us, we got it up, at least up so I could get on it, start it and pull it out.
See,
it was just...
Thing was, when I dropped mine at Super Sausage, I'm like, I need a hand, guys. Someone help me. Yeah, hang on, Rev.
What you all need to do is find the worst road in the country with the steepest hill with the baddest camphor on the road, and that's where you drop your bike. Drop it where the camphor is 6 inches lower on one side of the bike than it is on the other.
That'll be the hard not pass, Cole.
That was the hard not pass, yeah. The worst part of it. Yeah, the worst part of it.
Mate, honestly, right, I'm gonna say this now because I've put the video out there. I don't know why people think that's so difficult. Genuinely.
No.
Genuinely. I don't know why people think that's so difficult.
I've been stuck on worse roads when I've made the wrong turn in like down in Austria. We've made some bad turns and I've ended up on a goat track that's literally vertical. And but the problem is with hard knock pass, it isn't the road that's bad. It's the wallies that haven't got a freaking clue that use it.
I was just about to say that. It's the standard of driver coming the other way.
Not giving way if you're coming up. And that's where most of the problems happen.
Yeah, it's not that it's bad, it's the condition of the bad. And it's like
exactly.
I say, it's the camphor as well. It's very steep. It is steep. That is easy as hell. That you can handle that anytime. What it is where when you're on the bends, it gets churned up, and it's like a bloody
road surface.
It's absolutely dreadful, yeah. And if you go anywhere near the edges, you've lost it. If you go near the edge, because you've got 4 or 5 inch drops off the edge. You've got potholes that are like 3 and 4 inches deep, straight edge deep, not just a dip in the road, but they're like sort of you're looking at 4 or 5 inches of just straight
You
down.
think they'd do something with it being such a tourist attraction in that area, wouldn't you?
Well, they do. They're always resurfacing it, but it's because it's that steep and because of the camphor, it just gets churned up all the time. It's on all the bad bends, and it's quite good. It's quite good when you're on a bit of a straight and when you're on a flat and all this, that, and the other. But on the bad bends, where everybody's using the brakes and they're putting that pressure onto the road surface as they
a bit
go
like
around.
Black Navarre. That road
Yeah.
surface is crap.
That's the same. Yeah. Yeah.
Churns it up, yeah.
Devil's Bridge, like Devil's Staircase, I say. Again, that's another crappy road surface.
But I do think like you've got to look at your road positioning. You've got to dominate the road, especially when these cars are coming down. You've got to dominate the road and just make sure you're in the middle of there and forcing them into the gaps where they're coming from. Because that's all I did when I did that little talk of saying this is how I've done it. This, I'll look at the position of the cars coming down. I ain't looking at the road. I'm looking at the positions coming down. So you can position yourself to force them into a gap, into them little.
I always watch these videos with intrigue, and I hear people talk about it, and I've done it, and whatever. And I always think to myself, I've done it with a pillion, and I'm not finding it as bad as you're banging on about. So I don't know. I think it's like Peaky. A lot of it's road position, and if you've got the road to yourself, you can use it. If you haven't got the road to yourself, wait until you have.
Mine was totally my own fault, and it was absolutely complacency. Yeah, I've done that hard not pass. I've done it so many times, and it was just complacency. I just
overconfidence.
Yeah, well, not so much overconfidence, but just just complacency. Just done it so many times, and I was like, it's nothing. This I can do this with my eyes shut, and and it was just over complacency, really, and just
That was a wrong word. Overconfidence, overcomplacence. That was about.
It was just the absolute very wrong. The worst part of it, I had to pick to do it, so couldn't even do it on a nice bit,
Right, be right back, guys. I'm going to mute this because she wants to talk to me outside. So I'll be back in a second. I'm going to get a refill and have a quick fag. Carry on.
When we went over there, though, I don't know if you've seen the video when that American helicopter, when that American plane comes over. I've never seen that. Yeah, never seen nothing like that before. But when I stopped at the bottom, I was talking to Osprey. That was it. I was talking to a bloke at the bottom, and he was like, "Yeah, they come over here all the time." And I was like,
"Oh yeah."
I don't even know that, like, but
and the jets, they come over, and there's places. I can't think of the name. What's the name? I can't think of it, but they come through the valley.
Oh, that's in Wales. That's in Wales.
Yeah, you can actually stand and look down on them.
Oh, what's it called now? I can't remember the fucking name of it, but you can start. You park your bike at the bottom, or you park your car at the bottom. You walk up the top of the mountain, and they come through the mountain, and you stood level with them as they're coming through the mountains, doing the chases. Cool. But yeah, man, it's I wouldn't mind doing there. But that's a good. I think that's a good 3.5 hours for me.
Yeah.
German jobbies, wine kicking in. He is, drink a pint, piss a pint. It's fucking.
Once you broke the tap, you've had it.
Mate, you've gone, are you? You've gone. But it's like, Gus was saying there, first gear.
Matlock loop, word you were looking for?
Matlock loop, yeah. Matlock loop. Brum. I want to go there. I want to go there because I want to get some video of the planes coming through. But
you need to find out when they're flying because you can sit up there for 2 days and they don't use it.
No, they do it every week during the week, every day during the week. Yeah.
German jobby. I always try to keep my kids watch my channel, so I always try to keep the swearing to a minimum. But that day I wasn't going to post that video because I thought it was a bit pathetic, really, rather than comical. But it turned out it was comical more than so.
Yeah, it's the other day, Carl, as well. I remember about 8 months to a year back, you you was on here and you put through how did this happen? You got to 1K subs. Just noticed you're over 3K now a year on. Well done.
I've got it's shorts really. Yeah, we were just saying before. I'm looking at it. Stu put up something as well. He said he'd got about 15 subscribers from a 10,000 view short, and he got it is. I've worked it out that if you cram loads and loads of shorts in, and you get loads and loads of views, you get about a subscriber to about 1,000 views.
Yeah, but they drop off low, don't they? As soon as you put some other content.
Oh yeah, it's up and down. It's up and down all the time, right?
You've got to. It's like Extra was saying earlier, though. If you your audience and you know your audience is just shorts, you've got to keep your audience with the shorts. You know, if you do long content, you know for a fact that they are going to watch that long content. So it's all right having the shorts, but your view time ain't going to be that great on your long content because I'm going to watch it and go, fuck this. This is like, I don't know, 20 minutes long or whatever. Where some of us, well, I don't mind watching a video that's 20, 30, 40, 50, an hour long. As long as it's interesting. As long as it's interesting, I don't mind. You know what I mean? It's when you sit there and you first couple of minutes, you're like, oh, I'm fucking struggling here. It's
how YouTube, and I don't even pretend to understand how they do it, what the algorithm is or out like that.
I have no idea how that works.
It's how YouTube promote your video as well, because you can get I did one. I did 2 shorts, and basically all I did was walked around my bike, and it was too long. It was too long for a minute short. I think it was about a minute and 30 seconds or something like that. So I made it 2. I made it 2 shorts, and I just walked down one side, round the front, and back up the other side. One of those videos, they were exactly the same, except it was different sides of my bike. One of those videos got nearly 5,000 views. The other one got about 800. And they were the exact same, virtually. And what I've noticed as well, some of them you just get. I think YouTube promote it more. So, like when you go into YouTube, you'll switch YouTube on, and I'll a lot of the time I'll see your video. One of you lots, I'll see your video, and then for ages I won't see any, and then again you'll be coming up all the time again when I go into YouTube.
What's that?
You'll see it, and I think that's how it's advertised. I think that's what YouTube.
Hello. The thing is, though, also what it does is, if you have a video that's doing well, they promote that video. Then, so like for example, like when I did the BMW review 2 years ago, I've got like 26,000 views on that. Because I've got so many, there was just to push it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how they do it.
Hello, Carl.
Hello. How are you?
Views you get, the more you get.
That? That's Peaky with the beard. Say hello, Peaky.
Hello. Okay.
Kidnapped next door neighbour's baby. She's 2, by the way, not 1. I've got to get it right. She's 2. That's
introducing her to her new daddy.
Yeah, that's my Harley. That's the Harley Davidson gnome because I'm getting a Harley Davidson. Yeah. Oh, my Harley gnome. Don't you break it. Now we will get demonetised for having under 18s on the show.
I'll go get a beer.
Yeah, Pinky's going to get a beer. And Mummy's watching on the telly next door. So she's watching all this later. Right, let's go back into some of this. From watching video, it can be hit and miss as sort of timetable. Regular say there isn't one. Purely by chance. That's my phone. That's Mummy. That's your mummy texting me saying, "Yes, that's the boys." Yes. Is that your new daddy? Yes. Peaky's gone. No, new daddy's gone. Peaky's gone. When's the audience? You make them watch the title. Exactly. Yeah. Say Peaky's gone.
Peaky, where are you?
Peaky, where are you? There he is. There's Peaky. He's got a beer. Say, Peaky, where are you? There he is. Peaky's back. That's Peaky. Yeah.
Hello. Everyone's trying to be good then.
Oh, she's just cute. What are you laughing at?
I want the gnome.
You want my gnome? God, you can have my Harley gnome. Just watch the boys. We're meant to be talking bikes here. Right, carry on. She knows all the rude. She knows the rude words as well.
So what that could have been there? You'd have got, think of how many views you'd have got if when you went, "What are you laughing at?" and she'd looked up at you and went, "I've just tipped your glass of wine all over your."
That's my new daddy. Yeah, that's my new daddy.
My new daddy.
It's your new daddy.
It's wrong on so many levels, that is.
Night.
Are they bikes? Yes, they all ride bikes.
The bike.
They ride bikes.
Right then.
Peaky rides a BM. Andy rides a BM, and Carl rides a BM. And what do I ride?
A bag of khaki.
A Krapasaki.
Yeah,
Krapasaki, agree. Right. I'm going to wind up, guys. We've been on for an hour and a half.
Yes,
Thank you very much. I'm off to share a glass of wine with the neighbours. One more time from Peaky. Flex the arms.
See you later. No.
Peaky likes a lot of head. Yes, he does. Yeah. Don't go there, Zoe. Don't go there. She's still texting. Right. Thanks very much. Don't forget Friday night, the Peaky and Rev show now, or Rev and Peaky show. Yeah, midweek mumble maybe still on, but
nah, I'll do it in the winter, but I ain't got enough time in the summer.
We get a lot of bingo wings now. He ain't got bingo wings, he's got guns, mate. Fun chat. Have a great weekend, guys. Thanks to Peaky for coming in. Thanks to Andy down here, Andy GSA Tractor. Subscribe on YouTube. Mr. Cole Dutz rides out on Facebook. Go and check the channel out. Thanks everybody for coming along. Peaky, I will see you on Sunday, mate, for a nice ride. I'll let you know when I'm leaving. Yep. We'll go out and have a brekkie and a ride together. But from everybody and all the team here on the Friday night live, the Rev and Peaky show, be well, ride safe, enjoy yourself, guys. And until the next time, as always, it's a big goodbye from me. Take care, everybody.
Be safe, everyone.